Australia, a landmass so vast it could swallow Europe whole, is a continent of stark contrasts. It is a country of immense beauty and harsh realities, of ancient cultures and modern cities. Yet for all its size, Australia remains a land sparsely populated, with over 95% of its expanse virtually uninhabited. This emptiness is not merely a quirk of geography, it is a story etched in history, shaped by both human actions and the unforgiving hand of nature. This emptiness whispers tales of ancient stories and lost opportunities. It is a land where the past and present collide, where the echoes of dispossession resonate through the silence of the outback. To understand why Australia remains so empty, we must journey back in time, exploring the forces that have shaped this unique and enigmatic continent. While most of Australia lies desolate, its major cities pulsate with life. Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, these urban centres teem with millions, drawn by the promise of opportunity and a lifestyle far removed from the outback's harsh embrace. The concentration of population in these coastal enclaves only serves to highlight the stark contrast that defines Australia's demographic landscape. It is as if the vast interior, with its arid deserts and unforgiving climate, has pushed its inhabitants towards the edges, creating pockets of urban intensity against a backdrop of rural emptiness. This urban-rural divide is not merely a geographical curiosity, it is a reflection of the historical, political and environmental factors that have shaped the Australian narrative. The story of Australia's emptiness is inextricably linked to the arrival of Europeans and the subsequent displacement of its indigenous inhabitants. The British, arriving in 1788, viewed this vast land through a European lens, failing to comprehend the delicate balance that Aboriginal Australians had maintained with their environment for millennia. The introduction of foreign diseases decimated Aboriginal populations, weakening their resistance to the encroaching tide of colonization. Wars and conflicts over land further depleted their numbers, leaving behind a legacy of trauma and dispossession that continues to cast a long shadow over the nation. Australia's natural barriers. The Great Dividing Range, a series of mountain ranges, and the vast deserts like the Simpson and the Great Victoria have historically acted as natural barriers, limiting the spread of population and development. These formidable landscapes have not only shaped the physical geography of the continent, but also its human geography, creating isolated communities and unique ecosystems. Australia's climate, characterized by extreme heat and limited rainfall, has played a significant role in shaping its population distribution. The arid and semi-arid regions, which make up a large portion of the continent, are inhospitable to large-scale human settlement. This harsh climate has influenced agricultural practices, water resources, and the overall livability of these areas. The outback, a vast expanse of desert and dry grassland, stretches across the heart of Australia. In these regions, temperatures can soar to blistering highs, making life challenging for both humans and wildlife. Rainfall is scarce and unpredictable, often leading to prolonged droughts that affect both the environment and the economy. Farmers in these regions have adapted by developing innovative techniques to conserve water and grow crops suited to arid conditions. However, the struggle to maintain a sustainable livelihood in such a harsh climate remains a constant challenge. In contrast, the coastal areas of Australia, with their more temperate climates, have become hubs of population and economic activity. Cities like Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane thrive in these regions, benefiting from more reliable rainfall and milder temperatures. The role of climate in shaping Australia's human geography is undeniable. It has created a stark contrast between the bustling coastal cities and the sparsely populated interior, influencing everything from urban development to agricultural practices. As Australia continues to face the challenges of climate change, understanding the impact of its diverse climates on human settlement and activity remains crucial. The resilience and adaptability of its people are a testament to their ability to thrive in one of the world's most challenging environments. Economic opportunities available in Australia's coastal cities have drawn people away from the interior. The concentration of industries, services, and infrastructure in these urban centres has created a magnet effect, pulling populations towards the coast and leaving the interior sparsely populated. Coastal cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane have become economic powerhouses, providing a wide range of employment opportunities and a higher standard of living. These urban centers are hubs for finance, technology, education and healthcare, attracting both domestic and international talent. The availability of essential services and amenities, coupled with a more temperate climate, has made these cities highly desirable places to live and work. In contrast, the interior regions, with their harsh climate and limited infrastructure, struggle to attract and retain population. The economic centralization in coastal cities has reinforced the urban-rural divide, making it challenging for rural areas to develop and sustain economic growth. As Australia continues to evolve, addressing this economic disparity remains a crucial aspect of national policy. Investments in regional development, infrastructure and services are essential to create a more balanced and equitable distribution of opportunities across the country. The future of Australia's human geography will depend on its ability to bridge the gap between its thriving coastal cities and its sparsely populated interior. The cultural and social dynamics of Australia have also played a role in its population distribution. The coastal cities, with their vibrant cultural scenes, educational institutions and social amenities, offer a lifestyle that is attractive to many. This cultural magnetism has further concentrated the population in these areas, leaving the vast interior as a land of solitude and sparse habitation. In cities like Sydney and Melbourne, the arts thrive, with theatres, galleries and music venues offering a rich tapestry of experiences. Festivals celebrating food, cinema and multiculturalism are frequent, adding to the allure of urban life. These cities are not just economic hubs, but also cultural beacons, drawing people with their promise of a dynamic and fulfilling lifestyle. Educational institutions, from primary schools to world-renowned universities, are predominantly located in coastal cities. The concentration of these institutions creates a cycle of attraction, where families move to urban areas for better educational opportunities, further entrenching the population divide. Social amenities such as healthcare, public transport, and recreational facilities are more accessible in coastal cities, contributing to a higher quality of life. The sense of community and social interaction found in these urban centers contrasts sharply with the isolation of the interior regions. Yet this cultural and social concentration poses challenges. The vibrant life of coastal cities can lead to overcrowding, high living costs, and social inequalities. Meanwhile, the interior, with its rich Indigenous heritage and unique landscapes, remains underexplored and underappreciated. As Australia looks to the future, recognizing and celebrating the cultural and social assets of its interior could foster a more balanced population distribution. Initiatives to promote regional arts, education and community development are essential in bridging the urban-rural divide, ensuring that the country's cultural vibrancy is shared across all its vast lands. The interplay of culture, society and geography continues to shape Australia's unique human landscape, reflecting the diverse and dynamic nature of its people. As Australia moves forward, the future prospects for its population distribution are influenced by a blend of innovation, policy and vision. Emerging technologies and sustainable practices offer new opportunities to bridge the urban-rural divide. The advent of remote work, accelerated by global events, has the potential to decentralize the workforce, allowing more people to live and work in regional areas while staying connected to urban centers. Infrastructure development is key. Investment in transportation networks such as high-speed rail and improved roadways can significantly reduce travel times, making regional areas more accessible and attractive. Equally important is the expansion of digital infrastructure, ensuring that even the most remote communities have access to reliable high-speed internet. This connectivity can support remote education, telemedicine and online businesses, fostering economic growth and improving quality of life in the interior. Environmental sustainability is another crucial factor. Renewable energy projects such as solar and wind farms can be strategically placed in less populated areas, generating jobs and supporting local economies. These projects not only address climate change but also provide a foundation for future industries and innovations. Government policies and incentives play a pivotal role. Initiatives that encourage businesses to set up operations in regional areas, combined with support for local startups, can stimulate economic diversification. Housing affordability schemes and grants for new residents can attract families and individuals to explore life outside the coastal cities. Community engagement and cultural promotion are essential. Celebrating and investing in the unique cultural heritage of the interior regions, including the rich traditions of indigenous communities, can create a sense of pride and belonging. Regional festivals, arts programs and educational exchanges can highlight the vibrancy of life beyond the urban centres. The vision for Australia's future is one of balance and inclusivity. By leveraging technology, infrastructure, sustainability and community, the country can create a more equitable distribution of its population. This holistic approach ensures that the benefits of economic growth, cultural richness and social well-being are shared across all regions, paving the way for a more connected and resilient nation. The journey toward this future is ongoing, shaped by the collective efforts of government, industry and communities. As Australia navigates this path, it holds the promise of a landscape where the vast emptiness of the interior is transformed into a tapestry of thriving, interconnected communities, each contributing to the nation's dynamic and diverse identity.